eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arkansas's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Smith takes the handoff. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He's got him. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's on target and complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Alabama! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside. It's Smith. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Jackson going to throw it.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point in the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes. When I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Knocked off his feet.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He's got it down the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson will throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Keelan Russell. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover 2 look, doing a great job with his eyes, and he also shows you off the ball skills making that pick.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. That's caught. It's Marshall. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first end.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Open on the left side is Smith. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Fights off a defender. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Smith. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for room. It's Hill. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Russell. Makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need...
Going deep. And this is dropped. incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Again, it's Russell. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Russell on play action. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Russell. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the outside. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. Really good vision using the moves to get out to the 13. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Buys a little time. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You've already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keelan Russell rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time he's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Tide. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running inside, it's Smith. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 16 team, the Northwestern Wildcats.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the tight head coach at the half. One of the big points of emphasis coming out of the locker room is to get the run game going. Their quarterback has struggled at times, had some turnovers, but he has got to trust the guys around him a little bit more. Look for them to feed the running back the rock here to start the third, get the run game going, and take some pressure off their QB.
Okay, Holly. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wide out. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks the tackle. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the middle. Ross, the defense is wide open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense in the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position, and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Mack. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Jackson gonna throw it. He lets it fly. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the map...
Oh, he's got some space.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They'll run it. It's Smith. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets into second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath.
Touchdown, Arkansas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. One final play before the end of the quarter. Mack. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Dropping back, it's Mack. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Mack from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
could be an outing. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. Look out, he's got room.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Jackson will throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
To the air on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Austin Mack zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's loose on the right. At the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you. And
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Now improvising. Across the 45. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Back up now. Here's second and long. With the catch, it's Scott. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing Mack. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Jackson will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.